Hi everyone, we're back. For those of you as well who are joining for the second session, welcome. I'm actually here with a very special woman, Leisa Sadler, the CEO of Dress for Success Sydney, who's our charity partner for today. And we're here to talk about the amazing, amazing initiative that is Dress for Success. So, Leisa, can you sort of just tell us what is Dress for Success and what was the inspiration behind starting it?
Yes, thank you. And thank you to Vogue and to Optus for this event. It's been a wonderful opportunity for us to be charity partners this year. Dress for Success actually started in Australia about 15, we're coming up to 15, we'll be 15 years next year. Started internationally 26 years ago. And it's here and exists to actually help women help themselves back into work and financial security. Our ambition or aspiration, if you like, is to see a world where women will thrive in work and in life, and for all women. And we do that through being able to help them have access to practical tools, clothing, and also career support. So our clothing or our styling program is offered through professionally trained volunteers, and we use rewear clothing. We're part of the rewear movement, so it's all these wonderful items many of you have donated today, some from your pre-loved items that you would feel proud to go into an interview or a workplace situation in, and we take that clothing and through a styling session are able to help women to build back their confidence in how they look and feel, and it really comes down to being comfortable in their own skin, in their own image. There's no cookie cutter approach with this. They've got to have the right clothes for them, but through that conversation that they have with our stylists, it's really empowering, and it's wonderful to see the change that comes about in those change rooms. And I think that just really aligns so beautifully too with our theme today about change for good, because it changes their lives.
Absolutely. I know it's the perfect marriage between, obviously at Vogue we love clothes so much, and we love wearing them so much. So it's, especially with our team and the styling work that we do, well, it's for a different reason. It's for pages in a magazine or on a website. What you do translates it to actual people, and it's making a tangible difference. So it's amazing. But I suppose looking at technology and the programs and the workshops that you offer, how are those two things working together? We were talking earlier about it being such a physical, you actually do need to be in person to put clothes on someone for now. So how do you kind of marry those two things together?
Yeah, well, there's two streams to our support for these women, and we like to think of it as beyond the dress or dressing from the inside out. And so many of the women coming through our doors, may not have actually been in the job market for a very long time, or for some reason of trauma in their life, have been put on the back foot and finding it really hard to navigate that marketplace. It's a digital marketplace, absolutely. Now we know the employment market, and so we need to build their skills back, and help them to be able to see, I guess, the opportunities out there. And really what we were able to do coming out of the pandemic, with the help of some funding from the government, we were able to get a grant for a national career hub, and that's our resource really for the career program, or the kind of the anchor of our career program. So through the national career hub, there's a whole host of resources available 24/7, and women can sign up, become a member. Any of you here could become a member too. It's free of charge. Just take a look around and see what we offer there. We actually segment the program online into get the job, got the job, and thrive in the job, and so that helps them to navigate the types of materials that they'd be looking for, and then they can go through and book into our styling programs and our workshops. We offer workshops around these particular topics of navigating your career journey, financial literacy. During the pandemic, actually, we really focused in on wellness and trying to help people connect just generally. So there's a whole range of topics there. And we also offer one-on-one support too, and that again is actually virtual, with trained volunteers who have the right skills to be able to help women create a new CV for themselves, kind of really mine into those skills and experiences that they've had at home maybe, and they just don't think translate into the workplace, and it's really important to be able to put that onto paper. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Gosh, I feel like I want your help. Not that I'm applying for a job at Weena anytime soon, but it is an incredible service. It's really amazing. I was going to ask about the pandemic, actually. How did you pivot, I suppose? Hate that word, so sick of it. But how did you pivot during the pandemic, given it's such a physical thing?
Yeah, it was difficult, obviously, with the styling. We did, like, all organisations had to shut your doors to begin with and kind of regroup and work out what was going on. We were then able to bring back a skeleton team of volunteers who were able to pack clothing and, in a program we called Style Delivered, so it was a pack and send kind of arrangement. Obviously didn't, have that same interaction with the clients, and so then we looked at kind of another way that we could deliver that, and we did adopt a virtual styling program. I will say that was, it served its purpose at the time, but it certainly hasn't replaced in any way, shape or form our physical program, the in-showroom program. But it did, the pandemic, I think, enabled us to really pivot more so with our career support program, and that's, as I mentioned, with the Career Hub now being a real foundation for that part of our program.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. And I suppose in terms of milestones, achievements, and you've got some coming up, can you talk us through what they look like?
Yeah, I think, for us, growing, I mean, I run New South Wales. We've got 2 branches, one in Newcastle and one in Illawarra, and that was a big milestone. Launching, obviously, the Career Hub is a big milestone, but we're actually about to move, and so we've got to move all our locations to try and actually create the right experience and capacity for the services that we offer. So we've outgrown, basically, where we are. And so, yeah, excitingly, we're moving location in Sydney, and that's actually, something I did want to call out today, because we're running an appeal as part of our end of financial year appeal to help us to fund that. As a charity, we're always looking to different ways to fundraise, and you'll see on a flyer that's in the bags there that if you do want to get involved in any way through fundraising or through volunteering, or just learn more about our services, there's a flyer in there. So I encourage you to have a look. And can I mention also the raffle we're running, because we're running a raffle which is pretty exciting. And there's a prize valued about $1,500 to have a personal styling session with Donnie Geller, and I really so thankful for him for donating his services to us. So yeah, that's an exciting raffle prize.
And can you enter over at the activation?
Yeah, and on the flyer as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful, so good. And just to finish up, where do you sort of see Dress for Success in a decade or such? And is there any technology that you are looking to help you get there?
Yeah, it's a big question, isn't it? And one that I often kind of think, when I took the job to begin with, thinking, this is a strange job to have, because it's a job actually you don't really want to exist in, future. So I suppose if you said, yes, 10 years' time, well, yeah, ideally you'd think that you would be in a situation where all women were thriving in work and life and there wasn't a need for our services. But in reality, we know that's not going to be the case. And so I see technology playing a really big role in capacity building for us. It's that, back of house, if you like, making sure that we're more productive, that we're able to really understand our clients better and be able to capture data in, respecting anonymity, but also being able to be told our impact story. So there's a lot of work that I think that we could do and improve on to help, limited resources that you have in a not-for-profit, obviously, work smarter, and technology's got a lot of opportunities there to expand, or help us to expand. I also think too, from a client perspective, I'm hoping that we'll see, more evolutions with technology to help to bridge that real digital divide that we see with our clients coming through. So often, we see women from all walks of life, and not having that experience, or having gone through, whatever level of trauma that they have experienced, and not being able to be confident with using digital technology is really creating a barrier for them to get back into work. And so hopefully we'll see some solutions there come through. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, thank you for your time, and thank you everyone for your support of the charity. We're proud to sponsor you. So thank you.
Thank you.